mission to talk to 914 people in the 914. Today I'm actually headed up to Yorktown in northern Westchester to talk to tattoo artists Cory and Ralph over at the Hudson Tattoo Cellar. Gonna talk about growing up in Westchester, the tattoo community in Westchester, and of course, their favorite spots in the county. Let's go check it out.
No need to be in the middle, just keep pushing forward. Grateful for all that's around here in the 914.
You guys both grow up in Westchester, and like whereabouts?
We did both grow up in Westchester. I grew up in Mount Pleasant, so like Valhalla, Thornwood, Hawthorne.
Not an area I know well, to be honest with you.
It is a very small area, but is, fun fact, geographically the center of Westchester.
Oh, he loves this.
I know.
Loves this.
And it feels like that because you can literally get to every major highway except for 95 in a span of like 2 to 5 minutes.
Growing up for me, if we went to White Plains, it was far. Because I'm up in Yorktown Heights. I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's where I grew up. And there's not much. I mean, because it was 99 is when I went to high school. There wasn't much around here. You know what I mean? It was more hang out at parks, fucking gas stations, which I think most people hang out at gas stations and park. It was FDR Park, Lot 6. I still remember it.
Mine was Rose Hill Shopping Center.
Rose-
Lot. Or McDonald's, right off of
Mine was
Sawmill.
Taco Bell, Central Avenue. That was the go-to in high school.
That's
Either
a
there or
heavy
you
hitter.
get drunk at Cross County. All Four Locos.
We had an open campus. So we would
in Yorktown?
Yeah, like I think right after I left, 03, 04 is when they closed down that campus, and we had an open campus, so we would shoot from Yorktown High School to Rockies, eat in the fucking car, and then like make it back.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And usually stop at my friend Mark's house because his parents didn't give a shit what we did. But
Yeah, we did too.
That's I feel like this is a crazy thing actually though. Now you said Rockies is like I never had Rockies until I was like 22.
yeah.
Because like I live in Yonkers and it's so like
It's ridiculous.
That's so out of the way that like. But then I did my student teaching. I was a student teacher in Somers, so that was like right there, and I was like, and everyone was, oh, you gotta try Rockies. I was like, never had this before, and then that was the first time I had it. Was like, not 9 years ago at this point, but like I was older, and that's like the
my
staple.
friend's sister worked there. That was why we went there. And my friend lived 15 seconds from there.
Yeah.
But
For like central Westchester, I feel like Rockies is like a rite of passage. Like you get your license, Rockies is the first place you're driving to. And then like once you get your chops up, then you take a ride down to the Bronx to get White Castle.
Yeah, alright. The Bronx. There's one South Broadway too, in Yonkers.
Is there?
Yeah.
Well,
I've been there my whole life. You guys went a little too far.
We overshot that shit.
yeah, I'm thinking the one off the highway, right on the left-hand side. That's in the Bronx, right? The one off the highway? Like bulletproof glass and shit. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. I didn't know there was one in Yonkers.
Neither did I.
South Broadway. I mean,
I'm going.
Yeah, we just got on the highway and I guess just kept going.
so let's talk about this place, the Hudson Tattoo Cellar. How long have y'all been here? What's going on here?
I never thought I'd be here. I always kind of wanted to be here, but never thought I'd be here. Because I was 6 years of addicted to gang. 5, 6?
I was there 6 years.
Yeah, and then I went to Connecticut to go work for a mentor of mine, this guy I looked up to, and I was there for 6 years in New Haven. And then it just kind of get to the point, what life comes quick. At a 5-year span where it was like 9,000 things were happening all at once, I was back and forth to New York, back and forth to New York. And it was actually my pops who was like, why don't you just come home? I was like, Dad, I think you're right, I'll come home. And I was like, give me like a year. Give me a year, I'll come home. You know what I mean? I'll get things together. He was like, well, what if the perfect place was like available next week? I was like, yeah, Dad, sure. Perfect place is available. Price is right. I'll do it. Next week, he showed me this place.
Oh, wow.
He had it in his back pocket the whole time. He knew.
Yeah.
He saw it. He called up about it, and he knew. At least that's what I think happened. He won't admit it.
Yeah.
But really a week later. And then it just, it was my mother. She wasn't here helping me with the construction while I was in New Haven, Connecticut tattooing and dropping money all day. I'm going to be here.
That's crazy. So you were still tattooing in New Haven, but while you were building out this tattoo
Yeah,
shop.
thank God. And that's what my mom works right up the street at Coldwell Banker.
Okay.
And she would be across the city hall yelling at them that they need my COs, my certificates, and she'd be here sending me pictures of construction. I'd be like, this is fucked up. This is how we fix this. And that was how the place got built. My old boss was the man. He wasn't no animosity at all. Was happy for me. Not like those people who try to put you down for leaving. He was like psyched for me.
Yeah.
He's like, Ralph, you're going home. He's like, God bless. Go home.
That's awesome, man.
And we're still friends.
And thank God you did, because you gave me a new home.
Yeah, it's true. Thank God. Well, he was the only person I would ever hire.
Yeah.
It was a weird thing. It got back to him. I was talking to our mutual friend, Tom Moretti. And,
I know Tom.
yeah, exactly. So I'm talking to Tom, and he goes, would you ever bring someone in here? And I said, I'm not going to poach people. I just don't think it's right. You don't go to the tattoo shop and say, drop a hint that you want to take some. I go, but if Cory ever became available, he's the only one. And about a year later,
I became
you were
available,
and he contacted me.
Yeah, he was the first person I hit up, and he was like, do you want to come do a... He played hard to get. He was like, do you want to come... Yeah, I did. I was coy. And he was like, come do a guest spot, see how you like it, and, come stay for a month, see how you feel. And, I came, and, it just felt right immediately. As you see, it's a cozy, small, comforting studio, and it's just like I said before, everything you need, nothing you don't, and it's a really great place to be creative and do good work. So I think maybe 2 weeks in, you were like, you want to stay full time? And I was like, fuck yeah. We didn't even last a month.
Well, he had one client who was I could tell was going to be tough.
Yeah.
He's like, that's the person coming up, they're tough. And I was like, okay. And he tattooed the person and just crushed her. Took care of her. She seemed tough, but she wound up being a sweetheart because he made her a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Tattoo came out amazing, and that day I pulled him outside. I was like, you're full time. I just wanted to see that one tattoo that's really good. I knew you could do everything else.
Yeah.
That was obvious.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see how he handled a difficult person. And he crushed it.
That's awesome.
And now he talks to everybody. I am with my hand up anymore. No, I can talk to everybody. I talk to some people, but he's better.
It would be too much. It would be too much friendliness if somebody walked in and you were on the receiving end of it before. It's like too much niceness and welcome in.
That's how we put the music on.
What do you guys specialize in tattoo-wise here, would you say?
So we're kind of like the yin to each other's yang.
Polar opposites.
Where, it's rare even in a big studio to kind of find this, but in a small studio, I think it's exceptionally rare that we kind of hit every base. He specializes mostly in black and gray realism, and I specialize mostly in color, illustrative, neo-traditional, new school, the more graphic side of things.
Yeah.
Not to say that we both don't do the other.
Yeah.
Like the other week, he just did a full color new school punk rat fink French bulldog.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the coolest fucking thing you've ever seen.
That sounds sick.
And I will do from time to time black and gray, and
You should be doing it more.
yeah, but
That's something he plays coy about. He's really good at it.
But it's cool
Really
because we each have our strength. I can't even say our strengths, but we each have our preferences.
That's cool.
And so it's really great to have if you came in and wanted a black and gray realism piece, for me, I would be like, listen, I could do it for you, but Ralph is better at it and he enjoys it, and he'll get somebody who wants something American traditional, and he's like, yeah, I could crush this, but Cory really enjoys this, and so we play to each other's strengths and support each other.
And we were turning a lot of people away before he was here, or I was turning a lot of people away. There's only so much I could do, and 16 years in, I'm pretty built, just like he's pretty built after 7, 8 years in. So it was a lot easier. People get nasty with me on the phone. I'd be like, it's a pretty long wait. They'd be like, what, you can't just get me in next week? And I'm like, no, man, I'm really sorry. Well, screw you. I'm like, all right, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And that would be on the phone, emails. And then he came in, I'm like, well, now there's this guy, and he took the pressure off me big time.
Manja.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I have tattoos, but I'm not I don't know I guess a ton about the tattoo community. What do you guys think about the tattoo community in Westchester?
It's huge now.
Yeah, it's grown a lot
Exponentially.
And at the same time, it's a very small community. I would say, personally, I have a different journey, so but even still, I'd say I know like half the tattooers in Westchester. It's a very tight knit, small community, and we all try and like support each other. There's like another shop across the street, not across the street, but you know, across town, called Be Inked, and we have a great relationship with them. You know, it's not like we actually have to go visit them, but it's not like a competitive rivalry. It's more of like a supportive camaraderie because we're all fucking art nerds.
It's all it comes out.
That's
Like,
what it is.
yeah.
We're all busy. You know what I mean? Which, thank God, with Westchester, but there's a shop on every other street now.
Yeah, I feel like every month I'm hearing of like a new shop popping up.
Or private studio. I think it's more of these private studios because these young cats and, you know, older dudes too are just going, you know what? I want to be on the second floor somewhere. I want to relax.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this was, but I wanted a storefront. I was like, I want the storefront. I want people to be able to come in and at least chat and not feel like they're walking into like this, you know, like, you know, by appointment only, but you can't even freaking talk to us. You know what I mean? Come talk. We don't care.
Yeah.
You know, but it's all fun. You're paying us to draw. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, we were both in art school and both anxious in art school. You know what I mean?
Still anxious.
What's in like, what are you gonna do? You get out. What are you gonna do? Graphic design. It's not easy.
Right.
My mom did that for 20 years. It's not easy.
Dude, it's the arts in general, because I went to school for music, and it's just like, there's like a million directions you could go, and you have to like find your lane in art, in any form of art. It's like, it's like, oh, I could do this, or I could do this, or I could do this,
or you could do all of it.
yeah, or,
you know, like,
try it all, yeah.
That was always my approach when I was in art school. It was like, I tried to take, as soon as I got my gen eds out of the way, I was like, let me just take video art, fucking music theory, let me take fucking sculpture. Yeah, like, let me take...
I did lithograph.
I did public art. I did fucking performance art.
Oh, wow.
I did a performance art piece where I painted a self-portrait of myself, shaved my beard off, and attached it with paint to the actual canvas. And my teacher ate it up, and then I lit a cigarette, and she was like, you can't fucking smoke. And so I put it out on the canvas, and I stuck it to the canvas, too.
Some performance art.
Yeah.
That's performance. I would say that's performance.
100%.
Yeah, it was awesome. So, like, just fill you in. So I went to Westlake High School, and then I went to Rutgers for like a year, but then I came back home and did the WCC thing. And then I went to Purchase.
Oh, nice.
And that's where I studied art.
I went to Manhattanville.
Yeah, so we were neighbors.
Yeah, right down the street. I think we talked about that maybe once. Yeah.
Comics for a while. That was what I did in school.
Oh,
That
comics?
shit was too hard, man. It's hard to focus on. Hey, we need 25 pages by Friday. Okay, well, it's Wednesday. We need you to do this whole script. So I had to do 25 pages, probably about 75 images to 80 images. I just want to focus on one image at a time.
Yeah. My girlfriend worked at Archie.
Okay.
For a while.
One of my teachers was one of the main artists in Archie. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. He taught me perspective. He's my perspective teacher.
Nice.
And he was one of the main Archie dudes.
Yeah.
I worked with an editor from DC, Klaus Janson. He inked Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, cool.
Like, you know, Klaus with what's his name, Frank Miller. Told me he was a brush. It
Brush pens are tough.
Yeah, I'd much rather collect and enjoy than do it.
Yeah, that's tough.
Write me 5 songs by Friday.
Well, that's what it was like.
Man, that's like fucking crazy.
But then you talk to
You're
them,
sick
it's
fuck.
like,
You could probably do it though.
Yeah, that I can do. Drawing, I can't draw for my fucking life. So from my fucking my handwriting is like you can't read it. You know, so like but nothing with my hands is good.
My handwriting is fucking awful.
Yeah, mine's good.
But you give me a fucking anything and I'll draw it for you. Like, can't read my
you can do a
handwriting.
lettering piece.
Yeah, no,
you gotta draw the letter.
yeah,
not
like
write
it's
the
not
letter.
letters anymore. It's shapes.
Yeah.
It's shapes. It's just like, yeah. But then like I write my fucking grocery list. My fiance is like,
Cut
like,
that part, right?
like, what is this? Like the Rosetta Stone? Like what am I looking at?
Oh, you do Peapod 90% of the time. It's like you're rolling around Whole Foods. You know what I mean?
Send her to Whole Foods.
Now my girlfriend works at Trader. She's a sign artist at Trader Joe's, so we get
Oh,
20% off all our fucking groceries. Shit rocks.
Yo, Trader Joe's has like the most bomb snacks.
Bro,
too.
pick up a day as a sign artist just so you can get money off your groceries.
Yo, eggs are crazy right now, dude.
Name 3 of your favorite spots in Westchester.
Ooh, so I have given this so much thought.
I'm gonna go off of what you don't say.
Okay, so after much deliberation, now, so my favorite 3 places in Westchester. Number 1, anyone who knows me sees this coming. The Cookery in Dobbs Ferry.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Hands
Yes.
down, the best restaurant in Westchester. I have a couple of homies that work there. They always take like the best care of you. Like whether you know them or not, like the Cookery always treats you well. It's a great like atmosphere, and the food is fucking art.
Yeah.
Like it's honestly like my hands down my favorite place.
Is there at least twice a month?
So keeping it in Dobbs, my second favorite place in Westchester is the Dobbs Ferry waterfront. That's where I proposed to my then girlfriend, who's now my fiance. It's a beautiful spot down on the Hudson, and it's a nice little walk. It's not like a massive park, but it's really pretty. And then you have Half Moon right there, so you can go get some martinis and oysters and enjoy the views and see the Tappan Zee or the whatever it's called now. That's my second favorite spot. I'm a really big fan of Dobbs Ferry, like over the last couple of years. And my number 3, I'm gonna go with a sleeper. It's a supermarket. It's a Japanese supermarket called Daido in White Plains.
I knew you were going for that.
It's down the street from my apartment, but it's like a small family-owned supermarket, and they have like all these awesome imported products, and you can get like onigiri, which are like the rice balls.
Yep.
That are like stuffed with all different things. They do like bento boxes. They have like a little sushi counter that you can go to, and it's really small, really welcoming, and the staff. You always see the same staff there, and like I go through waves with going there, but they always remember me, and they're always super sweet.
Fuck yeah.
I'll go restaurant first. Purdy's, Farmer and the Fish.
Oh.
That's my top 3. I love Purdy's, man. Raw bar there is perfect. Service there is perfect. Gets packed, but rightfully so. But specifically the Purdy's one, because I haven't been to the other one yet.
Terrytown?
The Terrytown one, but I love that place, man. You know, I mean, it's cozy on the inside, and I like cozy. That's why I designed the shop the way I did. I just wanted it to be warm and kind of relaxing. But everyone there is so freaking nice.
It's a very homey
Food's
restaurant.
good every
It's literally
time.
like a house.
It literally is. It's like going into grandma's house with the biggest fireplace, like a Game of Thrones style fireplace
Oh,
that you
fuck
can
yeah.
sit directly in front of. So Purdy's, but call ahead, like a week ahead, if you want to get in there. It's kind of like the Cookery in that sense.
Cookery is
Yeah.
a little easier to get into.
On the weekends, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a reservation.
The Purdy's is open on, I think it's open on Mondays. So that's usually where we get away with, just being able to go whenever we can. Because we're weird, we're tattoo artists, we have off on Mondays, you know what I mean? Like the one day we know it's off.
Yep.
I'm trying to think, what's my other one? Third Universe Comic Emporium.
Where's that?
In Croton. It used to be here in Yorktown Heights. And I grew up in that place. And that was my babysitter. My mom would drop me off there. I'd have my skateboard. I had a pocket full of quarters, magic cards, and comic books. 5 years at least. Brian, the owner there, was literally my unpaid babysitter. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, he just watched after all of us. It was weird. And then, I went there recently, and he recognized me 18 years later.
That's awesome.
It was crazy, because I'd been all over the place. I was in Manhattan for 5 years. I was all over. And then I came back, and this guy couldn't believe it. Like, well, you're not going to remember me. He goes, Ralph Giordano. And he's like, you see these kids in the back? I'm like, yeah. He goes, that's you. I was like, this is weird, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that place I love. And, God, my third place. Scaglio's. It's my new favorite place.
Isn't that Dobbs?
That's in, it's a Katona.
Oh, Katona, yeah.
Scaglio's.
think
Best
Scag.
meat, dude. Best meat I ever had in my life. But my parents, every time we're going to cook now, they're like, so, go pick up the meat? I'm like, yeah, you want me to go to Scaglio's? And their sandwiches are stellar.
Nice.
Stellar. And you could do like soft shell crab sandwiches. I mean, they have everything there.
Nice.
And just Katona's gorgeous. It's funny. I lived there for 2 years. Me and my girl just started really going there. And they got Pepinos, they got Blue Dolphin there. Pepinos is amazing too.
Yeah.
But Scaglio's, if it's Monday and I don't get my sandwich, I'm aggravated.
It's funny though, between like the three of us, I'm just thinking about this. Like, we hit all of Westchester. Like, you have like Southern Westchester, Central Westchester, Northern Westchester.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, man, come stop by our shop, please. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, come to
Cory will
Hudson
talk to you
Tattoo
and I'll
Cellar.
wave.
And, make an appointment with us, whatever. But, like, if you're in the area, fucking stop in and say what's up. Like, and especially you, like, if, when you're coming to Northern Westchester to satiate the viewers now, come in and say what's up. Like, our door is always open.
Don't give me a couple places to drop by.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's easy.
While we work by appointment only, our door is always open. And we're always down to, like, chat. And, it's like a nice welcoming environment.
Cool, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Cheers.